right, first things first, let's prime those eyelids with a full coverage concealer. This will make sure that those veins are hidden and those shadows that we're going to put on show up true to color. Make sure you set that powder so the shadows go on flawlessly. This is the LORAC Beauty and the Beast palette, and I'm going in with the shade Look Beyond as a transition. This will make sure that we have a beautiful gradient on our hands. Going in with the shade Romance, this is like a nice red brown, super gorgeous. I wanted the crease to just, you know, really pop with this color. It's going to act as another transition for this purple shade we're going to go in just a minute. Blend those two together, of course. And that is the shade Impress. So this has a purple undertone, if you will. It's like a brown purple. Absolutely loved it. And when you blend it out, I'm doing a halo eye. So beautiful. And then deepening the outer V with the Spellbreaker shade. I just thought those three colors looked amazing together, and I just wanted to show you these new products from Makeup Forever. You can like custom create your own little palettes. I thought that was so cool, and I really wanted to try them out. So I'm taking that gold shade and just applying it on my lid. I'm going to be going in with these Stila glitters, but I wanted it to have a base underneath. And this is the first time I've ever used these. I know, I'm so late, so I was just like shocked by how shimmery. It's way more shimmery than this, by the way. My camera is not capturing it. And yeah, I liked the way that it looked. For skin, we are going to prime, and I'm using a illuminating primer and also the Hourglass Mineral Veil on top. I like using two primers if I'm using an illuminating, just because my skin's really oily and it needs a base for the foundation, an additional one, if you will. And I'm using the Ulta HD Soft Focus Foundation, and I'm blending it out with the Real Techniques sponge, and it's dampened, of course. And to contour, I'm using this Smashbox foundation stick, but I used the wrong shade by accident, so I ended up having to fix it, and I went in with the Lancome foundation stick instead to finish off the cream contour. And this is actually just foundation in a darker shade, which I love the consistency of that for contouring. It blends so nicely, and I do the same on my nose. Because this is meant to be a night out look, I wanted to do a more full coverage concealer, so I used the Tarte Shape Tape, which is totally full coverage. And I just apply that underneath my eyes, on my chin, and on my forehead, and I make sure I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Eye Brightening Powder. And I use my dampened sponge to do that. Set your foundation if you like, totally don't have to do that. And moving on, we are going to do our eyeliner, which I love this eyeliner. It's by Ulta, and look how black it is. So super black. Make sure you store them upside down though. I find that I get better use out of this whenever I store it upside down. And don't judge my wing skills. It's been a while, okay? Apply your lashes, and then moving on to the lower lash line, we're gonna do the same thing that we did on our eyes, but we are just, you know, creating a gradient, starting with the darker, go lighter, and then deepen the outer part of our eye with that purple. And then for a pop of color, I go in with the Marc Jacobs eyeliner, and it's in a purple shade. Absolutely gorgeous. I feel like it just added a little bit of a surprise to the look, if you will. Super beautiful. I marry my lashes and the falsies together and then apply mascara to the bottom. Also, the inner corner highlight, I used the Makeup Forever. I didn't get the clip. I didn't know my camera wasn't recording, but to bronze, I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. Oh my God, it smells so good. I love it. And it's not such a harsh bronzer. And then here I'm using the Shapeshifter by Urban Decay, and I use the darkest shade to just really contour my cheeks, make them more defined. And then I use the lighter shade in that palette and just carve out the bottom, just so it doesn't look so harsh. I'll end up blending that out, don't worry. And then for the blush, I'm using Ofra's Bellini. It's a cool tone pink, and I just thought it matched my eyes nicely. And then I just blend them all together. For highlight, I'm using these new Wet n Wild highlighters. I mix two shades together. Of course, I'll list them down below. Oh my gosh, they were so gorgeous together. I wanted a little bit more, so I ended up mixing an additional shade with that, and look at that. Woo! Took me to the next level, and I think these are $5, which is fantastic, so you can have highlighter on a budget, girl. Totally recommend it. It's so beautiful. And I'm going to set my face using my Smashbox primer water, locked and loaded. This like loosens up your foundation. Line your lips. I'm using ColourPop on my lips today. And I haven't used ColourPop in a while. I'm using the Ultra Satin Lips, and Exaggerated was first, and then I used Strip on the outside. And then, totally don't have to do this, the strobing, you know, lip strobes are like so popular right now on the lips, and I'm using Posh by Huda Beauty. Ah, so gorgeous. It has like a gold strobe to it, so it just pulled everything together. But yeah, that completes this look, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this summer night out look, and yes, I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you. Bye.